Howdy pards, MrHolster here. Just having a little Diet Coke in the Tack Room this morning. Seems as though I'm one of the many who got sent one of these Clinger holsters through the mail, which they asked me to review it, if I'd review it, and I said, well, you can send me one, I'll review it. And I didn't promise anything, so I'll tell you what I think about. Well, first off, it could be a little less wrinkled, maybe. And I'll show you that in a second. And it would concern me about the wear on my gun, but I guess if I'm buying a $20 holster, I don't have a gun that's good enough that it makes any difference to anyways. But basically what you have here is a pocket holster that's got a gel, some sort of gel insert in it to make it more comfortable. For what, I don't know. I suppose you put it in your pocket on your leg, it would make it more comfortable. I don't look at this as being something, it's sold under the guise of wearing it inside the waistband because it has this, what I would assume to be some sort of vinyl imitation leather that it's made out of on the exterior that is sticky. So it'll stick inside your pants. Of course, the problem with being with something like that is twofold. Number one, it's attached to nothing. You might as well take a rubber band, put it on the grip of your gun, and Mexican carry, which I've never, ever been fond of the concept of that. Number two, the holster's not reinforced in any way. And again, with that, with number one not being attached to anything, when you pull the gun out of the holster when it's inside your waistband, the holster collapses and you can't put the gun back in. And I've never been one to carry a holster in which you can't reholster it, except for with certain exceptions, which we'll talk about in a second. So inside the waistband, if you pull the gun, you're going to end up having to pull this out, but yeah, it's really not a problem because there's no clip. So that's really not an objection. You just pull it out, put the gun back in, and shove it back in there. So I guess that's really not a real objection, but I'm real leery of stuff like that because having carried a gun for years and I'm very cognizant of the gun's ability to stay where it is because of the things you're going to be doing during the day, that just your movement alone, you want that gun not to come out. So I am not a real fan of just sticking a gun inside your pants without it, the holster being attached to anything, and the retention on the holster being somewhat limited, mostly accomplished here by, again, probably that gel insert and shoving it in here. I've also never been a fan of a holster that will work with multiple guns. And here we have, on this holster, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44 guns that this holster will work with. You see, and I like to get one that's a little more form-fitted to that exact gun. It gives it a lot more retention. See, so this is not MrHolster's kind of holster. That being said, I could see where this would have a place to be used in that way if you were using it in your own home. Out in public, I wouldn't want to be carrying like that. I'd be worried about the gun popping out, or the holster and the gun popping on my pants when I bend over to pick up something I dropped or whatever else. And I think you understand what I'm talking about. In your home, I could see using this holster. If you were watching TV or whatever, it would be comfortable to have your gun in that. And if someone came to the door or something was going on, you could get up and you could shove this in your pants. And in that situation where you're on your own property in your own little world, yeah, I could see doing that. It has a place there. Having no real place to put your thumb when you deploy the firearm, you're pretty much entirely dependent upon this sticky surface sticking to wherever it's at. So to use it, say, in an overcoat in the wintertime, I don't think it would function very well. I think you're better off with a hard leather that has a thumb spot you can put your thumb on to push the holster away. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So it's not really conducive to that kind of thing. About the only thing it's really conducive to are those two situations. One would be where the gun's small enough you can put it in your front pocket of your pants and pocket carry, because this is sticky enough inside your pants. Yeah, it's going to stay inside there, and you'll be able to deploy the gun without having to push off on the holster somewhere, having a thumb spot to push off on it. And like I said, the other situation in your house, it would work. It would work for that. But in no way, shape, or form would I ever put this inside my pants. But that's MrHolster. Everybody's got their own thing. Other than that, we'll look at how the stitching is on it, which I found to be, yeah, not so great. We'll look at that video real quick of that I made of it. And again, the wrinkling inside is not going to be conducive for my gun's finish over a long period of time of using that. We'll look at that and real quick, and then yeah, let's do that. Now you can see there's the materials kind of loosely placed in there, or shall we say there's a lot of wrinkles. That gun's not going in and out on a flat surface, it's going in and out on all those wrinkles, and over time it's going to probably cause damage to the finish. Outside here you can see the stitching, and I don't know where the stitching's supposed to go, but it seems to wander a lot around that edge. Sometimes it looks like right there it's correct, and the next it's going up over the trim piece, and way over the trim piece, and way over the trim piece, with a lot of thread exposed to be catching on stuff and tearing off. It's kind of not a lot of attention to detail, let's put it that way. And there you go again, you see what I'm talking about on the stitching. Well, there you go. I'm trying to be fair on this review. It's got, in my world, maybe a couple of things I might use it for in a limited fashion, but to carry every day and shove it in my pants, no. I would not do that in any way, shape, or form. I'd want better retention than that, and especially nowadays, where you don't know what nut's going to try and grab your gun. Yeah, you got to keep it concealed. They don't know what's there, but lots of things happen, and I'd want something retaining it to my person a little more than the fact the vinyl's kind of sticky, says I. Because there's too much at stake to be that casual about carrying a firearm, I say, says me. Well, there you go, guys. I promised to review, and I gave it. I'll leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Till next time, I'm having a contest right now. It's called the American Gunfighter 5000 Sub Giveaway, where you can win a $350 gift certificate to Brownells. All you got to do to get my contest today is, number 1, be a subscriber. Number 2, like this video, which, yeah, I'm sure that's tough to do. And number 3, in the comment section down below, tell me what you're thinking and tag it with Holster. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Till next time, go out and stay safe.